orientation leader because when I went to orientation, it was a completely different environment, and all of the leaders were so energetic and friendly and so knowledgeable about the campus, and that really inspired me to apply.
I didn't do it my first year because I felt like I was too young to be an orientation leader, and that's definitely not the case. So when my second year rolled around, and I was still kind of terrified to become an orientation leader because that's a lot of responsibility that you have to take on, but I ended up applying and I interviewed, and I went through both interview processes, and it turned out to be one of the greatest decisions I've ever made in my life.
Being an orientation leader is amazing. It's a whirlwind. It's all kind of a blur, honestly, but it's a blur of fun. It's a blur of fun and a blur of hard work.
It was an incredible experience because there are difficult parts, there are simple parts, and it's a big learning process. You learn how to work with people, how to work with your peers, your coworkers, how to present and teach.
It was a lot of fun. It was some really long days, but it was a lot of fun being able to welcome new students into the campus, being one of their first connections to the campus, telling them some tips and tricks of things that I've learned as a student. So it's always a lot of fun being an orientation leader. Working with transfer students is an interesting challenge. No one transfer student comes from the same college and has the same experience, and it's cool because you see them kind of transition into understanding that even though they know a lot about college, they don't know a lot about Sac State. And I think once they realize that, that's when it makes it easier for us to do our job as orientation leaders. But it's always really cool being able to evaluate transcripts, being able to look into how the classes that they've taken, go into our GE pattern and let them know the classes that they need to take.
Working with first years was an incredible experience. I absolutely loved it. I love that these first years come to us knowing absolutely nothing about the campus yet. They don't know about their requirements to graduate, and for us to be able to shed the knowledge on them that we know is amazing. Just seeing their day completely turn around.
So freshman is really fun because you get to help all the freshmen who are coming in basically get super pumped up about being a Sacramento State student. You get to facilitate fun activities. You get to, dine and connect with people over food, which is one of my favorite things, is, eating and talking to people. And you get to sleep in the res halls, which is fun. I hadn't done that since my frosh night as a freshman, so it was a cool little throwback.
So campus tours go around for 20-30 minutes, explain where the campus is, explaining where all the resources are, how you can take advantage of those resources, as well as get to know some of the facilities, as well as how to use transportation, bus locations, where your major department offices, etc.
Definitely learned being an orientation leader was my networking skills and also my communication skills, practicing going up stage, talking to 300 students all at once, talking to my group of probably 25-30 students overall, and presenting Smart Planet and all those great things.
Another skill that I've learned is time management. Orientation is a really fast-paced day. We always have places that we need to be by a certain time.
Some skills relating to engineering, I got to help on my people skills, and that's super important because for any engineering job, you have to work as a team and communicate with each other, and that's what orientation leader is all about.
My confidence in presenting things as well, presenting things to a large group of people, like doing welcomes in the morning, introducing the day, talking about schedules for today, talking about where certain resources are out on campus during campus tours. A lot of that kind of built up my presentation skills and made me a lot more confident in myself than I previously was before orientation.
Definitely encourage every single one of you that's watching this video to apply to become an orientation leader. It's just an amazing experience that you get to learn and just build your strength and any type of skill that you actually gain from this job.
I would encourage any student to apply regardless of major, because it just helps you become a better person in general, as well as get to see a new side of Sac State you haven't got to see.
I would encourage anyone and everyone to apply for this job. It has changed my life. I loved working orientation. I really believe that it improves you as a person because of all the people that you're working with and the setting that you're working with. You obtain so much professionalism.
I would definitely encourage everyone to apply to be an orientation leader. A lot of people think you have to be like this fun and outgoing and bubbly person, but I always like to say that if you love Sac State and you want to share that with people, that's one of the most important qualities of being an orientation leader.
If they want to know more about their university and the resources that it has to offer, as well as just feeling proud of being a Hornet. I have always been one who thought that school spirit was really important, but this job has made me feel even more proud to be a Hornet and a member of the Sacramento State community.